time to do vlog team. Just a
Week
reminder.
4.
Yeah, true. Radiate positivity. Miss Norkett bought me this mug. So hopefully you've had a chance to radiate positivity this week.
You're very lucky, Miss, with all the people that are buying you mugs.
I know. I love your mug too. I do. So Father Kevin emailed me yesterday to remind me that it was St. Dominic Savio's feast day. And I was like, yes, that's so good, because our blog this week and last week was about prayer. And I was just telling Miss Barnsley that I think he's such an inspiration as a saint, because he just really, really believed in the power of prayer. Even like at the age of 13, he prayed so much and convinced his friends who weren't necessarily into prayer that much to pray for his mum, who was having a really difficult childbirth. And because of all this prayer, like, everything was fine when it was so close to her actually losing her life. And so I think we can take a lot of inspiration this week from Dominic Savio. I know Miss Barnsley was telling me about the power of prayer as well. Go for it.
Yeah, I just I just think this week, as I said, it's unprecedented times. But God is the God of immeasurably more. Like, he created like the trillions and trillions of stars and galaxies, and it says that he knows each one by name. You know, the God that knows each star by name is the same God that loves us, which is pretty sort of unprecedented in itself. So, like, like, God-sized prayer receives God-sized answers, doesn't it? So just don't be afraid to like pray big, because like you never know what might happen. God answers prayers in his timing, so pray God-sized prayers, and you may just get some God-sized answers. So this week we're kind of, because like the theme of the week is the Good Shepherd. So Miss Foreman's written a really, really great entry into the blog, and there's a good sheep picture if that's what you're into. So so there's a really, really nice read. And I'm gonna talk about kind of, but sometimes your plans are disrupted, or sometimes like it's not as easy as you kind of think it's gonna be, and like life. And just to know that like everything is in God's plan. This is his plan for you, and he only has plans that are good for you. So I've really had to kind of like really reflect on that this week. So that's what my little entry is about. So,
I think we did this week to make sure that you kind of understood how important it was to pray. And we know that some of you are going to find it really, really difficult to pray. So hopefully you've kind of got some tips in the blog this week to just sort of help you. And I've put a prayer in the blog for any one of you that just doesn't know what to say, because it's quite scary, isn't it, Miss Barnsley, thinking that God knows what's on your heart. But sometimes we find it hard to bring forward what's on our heart. So so we thought we'd end by praying this prayer together. And just use some of Miss Bruni's mindfulness tips to just get you in a place where you can pray. Next week, Miss Bruni and I are going to lead you in a guided meditation to help you if you find this week still difficult. So let's just end on this lovely prayer that I found from St. Francis de Sales. So it's called Peace. It says, "Be at peace. Do not look forward in fear to the changes in life. Rather, look to them with full hope that as they arise, God, whose very own you are, will lead you safely through all things. And when you cannot stand it, God will carry you in his arms. Do not fear what may happen tomorrow. The same understanding Father who cares for you today will take care of you then and every day. He will either shield you from suffering or will give you unfailing strength to bear it. Be at peace and put aside all anxious thoughts and imaginations." Amen.